Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the vlog. We are on another adventure today. We are currently barreling towards Banff. Well, not barreling, but you know, driving, whatever. So I kind of thought about it because I'm actually heading towards Kamloops, BC, because there's a few things that I want to check out there. One of them being a very spooky, haunted and abandoned building. I have no idea if it's accessible or if there's going to be a way to get in, but we'll end up finding out. And there's a couple other things that are very intriguing, and there's also kind of a haunted spot that if we can get to it, I will also make a video about that. However, this is going to be an amazing drive. I don't know how much I'm going to stop and be able to actually see going through Banff, but basically I got to take the Trans-Canada about 6.5 hours, I think it is now, all the way to where I'm staying in BC for 2 nights. I kind of figured before getting into Banff itself, because it's a very touristy area. It's very beautiful. It is a national park of Canada. I've made a couple other videos about the place before. Been to a few spots, not all of it, but been to a few spots, and I want to come back and do a lot more exploring in Banff on the way back through before I have to head home. I kind of figured might as well stop in Canmore, do a little bit of sightseeing because there's some very cool spots in Canmore to actually see, and then probably grab some lunch and then kind of be on my way, and we'll see where we end up stopping along the way as well. It is a very long drive. I was actually originally thinking, like, you know what, maybe I'll just drive straight to Whistler, but that's an even longer drive, and I'm like, you know what, let me just stop along the way because I'm probably going to be meeting up with a fellow YouTuber, a friend of mine, when I get to BC, who's just by chance flying in, and we're going to go and do some exploring and probably have some fun. But check out this view, man. This is incredible. So we're pretty much on the outskirts of Banff now. We're already seeing all of the mountains, and there's a little bit of traffic. People drive really slow here. I'm only doing 101. The speed limit's 110. I don't know. That's the one thing about Alberta that I'm having a really hard time understanding why people drive so slow. Like, I get the vibe, like, people are pretty chill here, pretty relaxed, but like, at least drive the speed limit. Like, my gosh. But yeah, so I will stop in Canmore, show you guys around a little bit, grab something to eat. Hopefully I can find like a good steak, because I've been craving a good steak, because Alberta is known for its beef, its Black Angus, some fantastic food. I was originally thinking of stopping in Banff Village, and there's a meat place that I'm very familiar with called the Grizzly House, but honestly, the amount of traffic and commotion down there, it's so hard to find a parking spot. It's so busy. I don't even know if I'll get into the restaurant in time, but we'll probably do it on the way back, like I mentioned, spend a little bit more time in Banff, but in the meanwhile, let's stop in Canmore and hang out for a little bit. Alright, found a restaurant to go and eat at called the Sterling Dining Room and Lounge, but the views surrounding Canmore are incredible. It's funny because in elementary school we had this kid who moved to Brampton, and he actually used to live here, and he was just like, Canmore's okay, but maybe it wasn't as developed as it is now. Like, it's kind of known as like a vacation spot. Also to note, it is currently 28 degrees Celsius. As we start going through Banff, I bet you it'll be like 15. So let's go and find this restaurant, get our steak on, and it's a little bit pricey, but you know what, I haven't had any steak yet, and I want something that's really good. Their menu actually looked pretty crazy, but I'll show you guys once we get in there. All right, I think we found it. I actually walked right past it. I'm like, this has a different name, so I'm not sure if it's down there, but I think this is the right one. This looks quite fancy, to say the least. Nice. We've opted to sit out on the patio, because why not? Looks quite nice. Wow. Wow, that was really good. Got a 10-ounce Alberta certified ribeye. And they put like this butter, and then they come and melt it. Freaking amazing. I wish the sizes were a little bit bigger. I noticed that's like a thing here in Canada, it's like two extremes, either a 45 ounce ribeye or a 10 ounce ribeye. It's like, I want like a 12 ounce or like a 14. Hello. So, it was actually really good though. Where is the car? All right, so next stop, I'm gonna see if I can find like a viewing point. There's these mountains called the Three Sisters, but even this is like spectacular. Look at all those mountains, so beautiful. It's still quite warm, but it's actually starting to cool off now that the cloud coverage is there. I also should see exactly how far I am from Kamloops. Reason why is because you don't want to get stuck driving down the Trans-Canada Highway in the dark, of course, because it could be dangerous because there's a lot of wildlife, so you got to be very, very cautious of the time. Well, I wanted to go to this really cool sulfur pond, but unfortunately it looks a little bit weird to get into. There was one stop I was able to stop on the side of the road. Then I figured, you know what, it's going to take too long. I need to make my way over to Kamloops as quickly as possible. But I had to stop to check this out because we have a nice view of what's known as the Three Sisters. I guess it's 3 different peaks that are all the same, I guess. I don't really know. But it is beautiful. So that is one view along this little road over here. But this view over here is just something else. Whoa. Look at that. That is beautiful. You can see all the rivers. Very, very blue. That's because of all the minerals in the water out here. But yeah, basically, I'm going to start driving through Banff now, because we're not far at all. I should have more than enough fuel. I don't even really think I have to stop for gas. But you do got to watch, because there's a lengthy period of time where there's really not much out there. It's just wilderness. Would not be surprised if we see some wild animals, probably some goats, bears, goose. Goose? Yeah, probably some goose. Moose is what I meant to say, and who knows what else. Well, we're officially in Banff, but I don't plan on stopping, so I am not getting a pass. I mean, I'm not stopping in Banff. We will probably make a couple of pit stops, like, along the way, because the views out here are just something else. But remember, I do plan on coming back through this way. Hopefully I can find a place that I can actually stop for like a couple of nights and hang out, because that would be super awesome, even though it gets really cold here at night. But yeah, that is pretty much the plan. So I'm trying to get as far ahead as possible today towards Kamloops. It says I have 5 hours and 38 minutes, so this is going to be a hell of a long drive going through the mountains. But it's very scenic, so I think you guys are going to enjoy it just as much as I am. Can't speak, apparently. I decided to pull into Lake Louise just for a second to get some gas. I'm trying to figure out where the gas stations are, but look at that freaking glacier! So cool. And I can't wait to actually come back and like hang out for a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna come to Lake Louise, but we'll see where we end up. Well, welcome to the real Jurassic Park, we'll call it. This is kind of annoying as all hell, because there's like one truck ahead of us who had to go extremely slow coming down this mountain road over here, literally holding everybody up. Can't even really see back there, but literally holding everyone up, like just losing time here, you know? It's gonna be hard to get to BC if we can't drive, obviously. The one thing that annoys me is like, I understand truck drivers are on a time frame, you know, they're trying to get somewhere, but there is literally like 50 cars, I think, behind me right now, and we're all just waiting to pass. It's like, dude, can't you just like pull over for a second, let everyone pass you at the very least, and then continue on going? Like, it's a little unfair, but that's just me. I find this very irritating. But this place sounds really interesting. It's called Spiral Tunnels. I gotta look that up. I'm gonna make a whole game plan. Actually, I think this is kind of where there's like a abandoned ghost town over here. I don't even remember the name of it, but there's like a train and stuff. So I'm planning on obviously stopping there when I have more time on the way back. Like I said, our goal is to just basically get our butts over to BC, and we're gonna be filming like non-stop pretty much for a week and a half over there, and then another week over here, and then start driving home. It's gonna be a long drive home. That is for sure. I haven't even calculated yet, but if it takes me approximately 36 hours to drive to Calgary from Toronto, plus another 10 hours from Vancouver or Whistler, depending on where I end up, that'll be a total of 46 hours of driving. That is a lot of gases. That is a lot of tanks of gas. Well, it looks like we're moving again. I'm going a little slow because of Mr. Wonder over here. But at least we've sped up. We're doing like almost 90 now, which is good, but damn. This is going to be a crazy view, like literally the entire way there. So the flow of traffic was kind of driving me a little crazy there for a second, so I decided to stop because I wanted to see this nice little river area. So the thing is, over here, all of these rivers and lakes and everything, they're all glacier fed, so they're like really, really blue. Now this one's not completely blue, but a lot of the ones you'll see out here are like an emerald color blue, and it's pretty amazing. But yeah, it's awesome out here. It's a little noisy because the highway is right there, but take a look at this. I'm looking to see if I could see any fish, but it's kind of hard to really tell. But damn, is this ever freaking beautiful. So also, funny thing, I pulled in and I looked over there and there was a guy who was like, I guess picking something up from the ground or whatever. I thought it was a bear, but nope, no bear yet. Now I am anticipating seeing probably 1 or 2 bear or something at least, but it's kind of surprising that every time I come through this way, I mean, because we did this last July as well, and we never see any wildlife. It's the weirdest thing, but I'm sure if we were to like go further in, obviously this is pretty close to the highway, so I'm sure if we were to go further in, geez, that was loud, then we'd probably see all kinds of different animals. But wow, look at this. This is quite beautiful. I don't know what these guys are doing, but they're doing something with the rocks. Wow. Oh, time to get a move on. It's cool sometimes to like stop and, you know, smell the fresh air out here. This is like probably the most majestic area of all of Canada. Like no joke, this area is just beautiful. There's very, very few places around the world that are as beautiful as Banff or this area, which I believe is called Yoho. Maybe Newfoundland? No, Newfoundland's pretty nice. I mean, BC's pretty nice too, so I haven't really had a chance to explore as much of BC as I want to, which is why I'm going there, and I'm going to spend more time. But yeah, let's get back in the car and continue on down the road. I just wanted to stop because, not only for the view, obviously, but there was like this one bozo who was driving like 5 kilometers under the speed limit, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, these people have a long drive to go, and you're just slowing everybody down. So this is the stretch of highway that it starts to get pretty crazy. Look at this. We're literally going through what used to be like a little mini mountain. Wow. Imagine that. Imagine having to be the guys that would have carved that just to build this road right through there. That's pretty incredible. That's definitely a feat. But this is not even the crazy part yet. We're not even up in the mountains, although my ears are kind of popping. But we're going to get to an even crazier stretch as far as I remember, but this is something else, man. Something I really wanted to share with you guys because it's fucking unbelievable. Look at that. Damn. I got no idea if I'm even in British Columbia yet. I think we're getting really close, but we're going through this tunnel very slowly for some odd reason. I thought there was construction. I think there is up there, but damn. It's just like the fact that they've built these tunnels to go through the mountain is unbelievable. Like, this basically is the protection zone, so that way the rocks on the side of the mountain don't hit your freaking car. Pretty impressive though. I think there's a few more of them that are even crazier than this. Holy crap, check out this glacier. That is crazy. Man. It's almost like the entire top of that mountain. Well, not completely, but a good portion of it is completely covered in ice. I wonder like what the elevation of that is. I mean, it is like end of August, and that stuff never melts. Like, it's just always frozen. There's always snow up there. That is crazy. Damn, look at that sunset. That's incredible. Wow. I wonder if we're gonna see the northern lights out here. Sometimes you do. So I'm still about an hour and 6 minutes away. This feels like the longest drive ever. Kind of reminds me of the last time we drove to Vancouver. Kind of felt the same. It felt like literally forever. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because the Trans-Canada Highway often turns into one lane. Then you have a lot of trucks carrying very heavy loads, which is pretty obvious, and they struggle to go uphill. They got to slow down when going downhill, so it becomes very slow, and then you run into these areas where there's like construction where they're actually fixing the road, and you have to stop for like 10 minutes and just sit there and do nothing. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to getting there. My Airbnb that I rented actually comes with a hot tub. Not that that's the reason why I rented it. It was just a very nice Airbnb, so I figured why not stay there for a couple of days, get whatever I need to do in Kamloops done, and then move on. So yeah, I'm very much looking to a little bit of a break night. Normally I would edit, but I've been posting a lot of videos back to back, and I know you guys have been really appreciating them, so thank you very much for appreciating the work and effort that goes into making all this content for you. But yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break night, probably chill in the hot tub, maybe have a little glass of wine or whatever, and go to sleep, and then wake up fresh and start hammering it out tomorrow. Alright guys, we are officially on the move. We're still here in BC, and I'm actually just doing a little bit of sightseeing. Oh, for some reason my legs really hurt today. I don't know why. I did a little bit of hiking yesterday, but I don't know, it's strange. Anyway, so I am actually heading towards an area called Whistler, which is really cool because it's like very close to the mountains, and the view right now is like exceptional. There's this random sign, I don't even know what it is, but I'm gonna go and check it out just because the view is amazing. Like there's, yeah, I had to stop. Check this out. Wow, so it's kind of crazy because the way the highway goes over here, you're literally on the edge of the cliff, and I'm like, dude, there's not even a freaking guardrail. That's unsurprising, I guess. But yeah, this is apparently the Steamboat Saga area. Smooth rivers and Great Lakes once were the highways of travel. Cool. But yeah, this is an incredible view, and as we go further along, we're going to see a lot more mountains. But yeah, this is Canada, guys. This is Canada. Such a beautiful country. Wow. And honestly, the fact that we basically went completely across the country, which is crazy, because if you remember, about like a month and a half ago, I was in Newfoundland with Mo. So technically, over the last month and a half, I've basically gone from East Coast all the way to West Coast, and done the entire span, every single province in Canada, officially. Still have to do the territories. We will get to those eventually. I think those would be really fascinating because they're very like wilderness type of areas, and I would love to go up there because I want to document like what life is like out there, because it is like, when you think of the middle of fucking nowhere, the territories of Canada are literally the middle of nowhere. But this will have to do for now. So yeah, I didn't drive too far up until I spotted what looks like a very nice area with a cool little trail. Apparently there is like a beach area, I guess. It is called Juniper Beach, so I would assume so. Possibly not, maybe not, I have no idea. But yeah, beach areas here are kind of weird, but let's continue down the trail towards the water and see what's actually here. I just honestly felt like going for a walk. It's kind of a nice day, not too hot, the sun is kind of hiding, but is what it is. So this is currently where we're trekking through at the moment, and I just felt like becoming one with nature for a little bit. Trying to basically get towards the water, which is just over there somewhere. I heard something move down here. Gotta watch out for those bloody rattlesnakes. You never know. One could be sitting in the bush, but it will let us know if we get a little too close. Oh wow. Okay, well I guess we can't actually get to the water. There's a lot of areas that look to be blocked off for one reason or another. Whether naturally or not, I have no idea. Damn, what the hell? Yeah, it's like super blocked off. What the hell happened here? Oh. Damn, the water's literally over there. We can't even get to it. The other spot back there is just all RVs. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, at least we get a nice view. It is a little bit of a fail, but it is what it is, I suppose. All right, let's head back to the car. Actually, it appears I may have found a way. I don't know. It looks like there's somebody here with an RV, but I don't think they'll mind. I just want to see, get a little bit closer to the water, to be honest. Maybe not a fail. Okay, so I guess I just went in a completely wrong direction because we just made it to the water. I'm actually very curious as to whether this water is warm or not. So it is known to be cold on the Pacific side, but this is just a river, not the ocean. So let's see. Oh, this is cool. Wow. Very nice. Water looks pretty clean. She's a-flowing. Apparently there's a very strong current here. Ooh, not bad. It's actually quite refreshing. Wow, okay. I wonder just how many fish might be in these waters. Probably a lot. So, one thing I actually completely forgot to do was pack my fishing rod. I mean, I've only ever really been fishing once, over 2 days, obviously, with my friend Anthony. But honestly, I would really, really love to do it again. I found it, like, very relaxing. So, cool thing to do. Definitely plan on doing more of that, that's for sure. Holy crap, the area I am driving through right now is absolutely insane. Crazy winding roads. There's a river down there. Tons of mountains everywhere. It's been pretty much like this, no cell phone service, nothing for almost an hour now, I think. And it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Wow, I've never been down this way. This is the first time. So I pulled over. Still got about 2.5 hours to go, roughly. But I had to see this. This is incredible. Whoa. Oh, if you don't like heights. Oh, look, there's a waterfall down there. That is cool. Damn. Wow. So I did another stop off because I observed something when I pulled over, because if you look, the way to get into that town is through that suspension bridge. And it's also raining up in the mountains, I think. Either that or it's just really foggy and cloudy. Wow, how beautiful. So it looks like in about 3 kilometers, I actually literally have to go through the town of Lillooet. It's another native reserve territory area. Looks pretty cool. We gotta kind of like cut across. Now I'm not gonna lie, I need some coffee. I'm kind of hoping, oh look at that, there's a helicopter over there. I am kind of hoping there's a Tim somewhere on this road because I am dying for one, but at least we get a good view. There's a river down there. Really cool. It's coming up the road, and apparently we're in grizzly bear country. Threatened grizzly populations. It is illegal to shoot them. Oh, darn it! I was totally gonna shoot one. No, I wasn't. But looks like we might be kind of going through the mountains again. I also saw a sign back there that said you must use winter tires. So I mean, it is August, so I don't think we're gonna have any snow. I could be wrong. But, I mean, this is Canada. Same country where you can get a sunburn and frostbite all in the same day. Alright, let's go. Out the boot. Find me a Tim Hortons. So I had to stop again. Because the views, man, the views. As Carlo would say, views on views. And I can hear running water, too. Oh, look at that. I think there's like a waterfall down there. Not too much to see. I would have actually flown the drone had it not been starting to rain, unfortunately. And that sign over there is warning me of a very steep grade ahead. Oh, this should be fun. So I stopped again because this is just such a nice freaking area. Wow. This is cool. The reason why I stopped was because I thought I saw something like right by the river, like some sort of gigantic animal, maybe a grizzly bear, maybe a moose or something, but I don't see anything now. But holy crap, look at this. Look how beautiful this water is. So what I think I might have seen was maybe like a tree? I don't know. I don't see anything now. I have no idea. But I bet if we were to hang out here long enough, which unfortunately I can't do tonight, but over the next couple of days I'll probably do some camping videos out in places like this. We're bound to see something. That is for damn sure.